Well, it's Rob's Arcade where the games get played and the games get saved. So the games get played on another day here in Rob's Arcade. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rob's Arcade. I'm your host, Rob French. As you I'm still decked out in my 4th of July gear from yesterday. Just kind of hanging out on the side of the road. Not actually in Rob's Arcade because there's just nothing really in Rob's Arcade right now. Out here because yesterday me and my buddy Buck hanging out, try to break into this military institution over here. Just go ahead and mark something really far away on the map. Hang out with you guys and talk a little bit. Welcome back, of course. It's time for the Monday show, where I kind of come to you guys, hang out, talk about the weekend and about the week coming up and all that jazz. Since yesterday was 4th of July, hopefully you guys had a great 4th of July. Nobody lost any fireworks, or maybe fingers to any fireworks, excuse me there. I'm trying to multitask real quick while I get my life together. Alright. Yeah, yesterday we had a pretty low-key day. Like, so my buddy Buck came over. We did have some like hot dogs and lots of great like 4th of July type salads. My wife made a great cucumber salad as well as a new like pasta salad that had just like bacon, and pasta, and cheese, and ranchy goodness. And it was just absolutely delicious. But yeah, we just hung out, played some video games, watched some really cool movies, watched a really great movie that I haven't seen in a long time called Summer Rental with John Candy. Great film of his. I think I just missed my exit there. Dude. Ooh, that is not good. Go. That is not a good sound. Like I said, watched some movies, played some video games, some Fortnite. Fortnite's got some really cool stuff going on right now. They got like a spaceship, I guess, from like an Independence Day kind of thing going on. That was a blast. We just kind of forced around in GTA, much like I'm doing right now with you guys as well. Right now we're in crunch time. You guys. Oh, okay. Thanks, I need to go this way anyway, buddy. Thanks a lot. We're in crunch time right now. We are like 4 days away from when we leave to go to Florida. It's absolutely insane. And that's going to be, today, I'd like to talk to you guys too about a topic, kind of come to you guys about, something to kind of comment on and reflect on and talk about in the Monday show as well, and that's working under pressure. How do you fare under pressure? Do you work better under pressure, or is it something where you need more time and you're not one of those people like once your pressure's on, you just get kind of frazzled, lose it all, feel like you get overwhelmed. I was always somebody who felt like if the project was due on Tuesday, I would get my best work Monday night, and not to say that I wouldn't work on it throughout the weekend, or even, weeks in advance, depending on what kind of project it was in school or whatever, but this is one of those things, just always growing up, my best work came out of like the midnight hours of that last night before the project was due. But, speaking of being under pressure, we really are not under the gun at all. Like we've got quite a bit to do, and quite a lot of time to do it, you know, considering, you know, we do have the 4 days, and I don't think we have 4 days worth of um, stuff to pack, 4 days worth of stuff to get together. Like today, we're gonna get a truck, hopefully, and get some stuff maybe to the dump. I'll drive a lot better with the U-Haul truck that I'm driving right now, I promise. Example. You know, Thursday we actually will. Jeez, where'd that guy come from? Thursday we will actually get the moving truck and be able to get a lot of stuff loaded. So that comes Thursday, Friday, excuse me. It's just a matter of like kind of loading up the last minute things, getting everything strapped in, and hitting the road. Which we'll be stopping off in Georgia for the night. Got a hotel already kind of set up. But you know, it was kind of fun. I woke up this morning. I'm not going to say like, oh no, we're moving. But there's definitely that 5:30 in the morning. Like, oh shit, it is coming up. It's coming. You know, are we ready? One of the main things I got to do is I got to figure out what I'm actually going to do with my car. Not really sure at this point. Hold on one second here, guys. Flip my bacon here. Bear with me one second here. Look around a little bit. There we go. Perfecto.
Yeah, what's good, Tyrone? What's cracking, bro?
Alright. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it was kind of just crazy. It's like waking up like, holy, this is it. This is that last week. This is, wow. This is really it, you know? We've already got plans, though, and stuff set up for when we get to Florida. I think she's already bought tickets for the second day of the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot, my wife that is. And, you know, I was telling some people too, it's one of those things where it's, you know, you want to enjoy the time you have here with your family, your friends. Like, you don't want to rush through it, you know?
Hey!
It's like 2 weeks, you know, it's like, oh yeah, we still got 2 weeks, you know, we got plenty of time to hang out and do stuff. And, you know, last night I'm hanging out with Buck and we're playing video games and stuff, and I kind of realized, like, this very well could be the last time I see Buck for a little while. Like, we're going to try to do one last little hoorah with everybody, but I'm not quite sure what we're going to do, when we're going to do it, and if, you know, he'll be able to make it out. So it's, you know, one of those things, like I said, you don't want to rush through these days. You don't want to push through these days and be like, all right, let's get through this. But at the same time, you know, we do just want to hurry up and get to our new apartment, get unpacked, and, are you serious? It is one today. This is today. I have not, it is today. It's just like, is this like locked on 24 hours? That is so ridiculous. I feel like everything else in this game is kind of like just resets whenever you hop back in. It's just like, alright, here you go. Just want to go to the casino and spin the freaking wheel. I talk to you freaking guys. I don't even buy a drink or nothing. I'm getting out of here. Forget this place. But yes, like I said, it's like one of the things you don't want to rush through it, but like I said, you do want to hurry up and just kind of get into that new spot and get settled and be able to relax and not have to worry about, did you spin the wheel? I couldn't.
Jesus!
Stupid wheel. Yeah, I'm not really sure what, like I said, we're going to do. My cousin wants to do, like maybe Dave and Buster's, which I don't know. I like the idea. My wife isn't really keen about that idea simply because all the germs and stuff that are going on right now with, um, just in general, I guess. Uh, but with the coronavirus too, and still kind of like coming out of this pandemic, and things are kind of like getting a lot more loose in the regulations. And I get it, there's kids everywhere running their fingers and boogers on and everything. But I mean, that's always been the case. Like, I don't think Dave and Buster's, even before the pandemic, was ever like a germ-friendly place. I mean, gosh, I used to get the sniffles just hanging out with kids all the time in general anyway. Um, just a couple of weeks ago, we were actually hanging out with my aunt, again, doing one of the last little hoorahs. And I heard my cousin's kids were hanging all over me. And it's like, I wasn't worried about the coronavirus. I was worried about their little kid burger germs that we got everywhere. Like clinging all over me like monkeys, and felt like, was it movie Outbreak? Where Ross's monkey makes the whole town sick or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure it's the same monkey from Friends, right? Marcel. But we'd like to do something like that. It's kind of funny. My wife's like, no, we're not. I was like, well, my cousin Holden's trying to put this thing together, so it's kind of like whatever he kind of wants to do. Like, I don't know. And then she mentioned something about my cousin Lauren. That'd be kind of cool to hang out with her. Haven't seen her in a while. It's kind of weird too. It's like, coming out of again the pandemic, and everybody, like kind of doing this whole social distancing with even like celebrating holidays and everything else. It's finally gotten to a point where, hey, we can get together, but it's like it's kind of bittersweet because a lot of these get-togethers are like, the last time we're going to see these people for a while, which is interesting because we hadn't seen them in a while anyway with the pandemic. But yeah, it's just kind of like, it's like, oh wow, cool, we're starting to get back together, starting to see each other, and it's like, all right, well, bye guys, we'll see you in about a year or so. Hopefully, a lot of our friends and family will make the jump and come down and hang out with us for a little bit. Make those plans to come down and spend some spring and some summer vacations down in Florida and hang out with my wife and I. We seem to be so close to a lot of just a lot of fun stuff, and so I've been telling even like some coworkers like you got my number, don't hesitate to call and come down and hang out. It's I think kind of the reason why we wanted to move to Florida as well. It's not so much that we enjoy it. I mean, of course, it's why we're doing it. I mean, it's where we vacation, and it only makes sense to kind of like live where you vacation if you can, right? Um, but really to be able to share some of the stuff we do with like our friends and family, it was just like really a cool idea, and part of the reason why we're doing this. Living in Florida, if it gives my mom and my cousin Holden and my friends Buck and Andrew and just everybody a chance to come down and hang out for a little bit in Florida and have somewhere to stay and have somewhere to hang out and have some friends down there to hang out with. Get to share in on Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and Harry Potter, then that's kind of, a dream come true for us. Like that's the dream right there. It's not so much just living it for ourselves, but being able to, share that with, other friends and family. Because Carrie Ann and I, we do it all the time. I feel like at this point we go once a year. She goes now like twice a year. But to be able to share that with other people and get to see their faces, to me, that's like a really, really fun idea. So, once we get settled in and get a little guest room set up and whatnot. It'd be really cool to have, like I said, you know, Buck come down for his birthday, or maybe Andrew come down for his birthday or something, or you know, just whatever. Maybe one last little hoorah before he hits back to school for a little while or something like that, and um, like I said, get to share, like, like come check out Universal and see what this is like, and get to see, like I said, the look on our friends and our families' faces, to kind of like share and do something that, like I said, we like to do. We like to do ourselves. Real fun story. Real quick, there's two young couples who they're not regulars at the restaurant I used to work at, because my last day was Saturday. Oh, I should talk about that story. That's really interesting. Real quick, I will jump into that in a second. But um, these two couples used to come in all the time on the weekends. Um, Saturday nights mostly, sometimes on a Friday night, but mostly Saturday nights, at least like once a month. I would say that these two couples come in, and they're real nice, real sweet, kind of like I said, young college age, maybe fresh out of college age couples, and they were talking about going to Disney, and I like went over to the table. I was like, "You guys, I overheard you, and you have to go. You have to go." And I was explaining to them that I had never been, because this is what this girl was saying. She's like, "Well, I've never been, and I don't know." And I'm like, "No, you owe yourself. Do it. You'll love it." And I actually saw them just my last week at work, and they like flagged me over to the table and were like, we're going to Disney. We made plans, and they're going actually during Christmas. They'll be going during Christmas, which is a really fun time um, to go. And in fact, I don't think, like, we've seen some of the Christmas decorations at Disney just during like some of our last days, being there for like Halloween, kind of get some of it. Um, and then I think there was like a little bit left up after the holidays when we went down for my birthday this last time, which I'd like to kind of see. You know, um, hey, good morning. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing um, Disney during Christmas, like the full-fledged holiday look. But yeah, I was just really excited when they were like they're going, and I was like, that's so awesome. And the fact that they were excited, and they flagged me down and just wanted to let me know that, like, hey, look, we took your advice and we're going to go. And that's kind of like I'm talking about, like sharing that magic and sharing that experience and getting other people to go. And like I said, this my wife is crazy for it. I never understood it till I went, and you know, I get excited now every time we go, and planning Halloween costumes for their Halloween bash this year, and just all of it's just really exciting, really exciting stuff. Can't wait to get back to like Batu and Star Wars, and I love some Animal Kingdom. I love Animal Kingdom. Walking around in Animal Kingdom is just like walking around on different continents. It's just so cool. Like Epcot's a lot like that too. Like you have different, countries represented, but God, it's just like walking around Animal Kingdom. You feel like you're walking through like a whole different world. But yeah, so Saturday, yeah, was my last day, and my buddy Andrew, if you're listening to this, God bless your heart, is just kind of an idiot, and he can't quite get things right. And in fact, he made it really difficult. I made it clear to my manager, hey, I don't want to close my last day. I really just prefer not to close. Uh, and if, for whatever reason, just I don't want to close on my last day. How sad is it to walk out on your last day of work at a dark parking lot, nobody's there? It's just, I don't know, it just seems blah. So I didn't want to close on my last day. I told her this, but of course I get scheduled to close on my last day. I don't know, I might have even mentioned this story to you guys already. So anyway, Tommy, Andrew's brother, goes ahead and says, look, dude, I'll switch. You don't have to close. But then, of course, Andrew can't just let that go. He's got to be difficult still, and then decides, hey, yeah, no, I got you, bro. I'll switch with you. So I let the whole thing go. I'm not talking to anybody about it anymore. We'll figure it out when Saturday comes around, because my whole thing is like, look, hey, I just won't come in at all, okay? You figure it out, right? I think I even mentioned that in my text. Like, I'm not playing games here. So we talk about it. Tommy, Andrew, you guys live in the same house, right? You guys come in at 4. You can drive together, basically leave together. It says 4th of July weekend. Seriously doubt you're going to get a whole lot of tables. Super late, you know. Probably get out there at the same time. Anyway, fine. That sounds great. Perfect. Perfect plan. I work the day shift. But then Tommy switched with another coworker from like another shift that they switched and one was going to cover and blah 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 blah. But I didn't see why any of that would affect me still working. You know, the day shift, 10 to whatever. But no. What does Andrew do? He shows up anyway. So my last day of work was all of like just about 15 minutes, long enough for me to kind of come in, pitch a fit like, what the H is going on? This is F stupid. Can't F believe this stupid S. And then Victoria's like, well, just go home. I'll write you your check. I said my goodbyes. And so that was my last day at Finney's. Very different from how I was expecting it. Almost expected to kind of walk in with Victoria there, to see her automatically and just start crying, knowing it's going to be my last day working with her. But like I said, Andrew doesn't understand English a lot of times. It's funny, Andrew, I hope you're listening. I'm going to go ahead and let everybody know. The number one response to any text or any message I send him through Snapchat or anything, the response is typically, huh? Huh? And it's all in English. I mean, it's all, you know, I know I have like a certain dialect I talk in, like a comic book slang sometimes. Weird half sentences and phrases, and I expect other kind of people to put the shit together for themselves and figure out exactly what I'm saying. But it's still, it's English. I mean, it's not that hard, you know. Especially if it's like, you know, I love the, you know, you send a message, I respond later, and then the response to my response is, huh? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh yeah, that's right, oh yeah. But I want to thank you, Andrew, for not only, excuse me, for not only my dope earbuds, but I do want to thank Tommy and Andrew, Lorena, and Nick, and all you guys for chipping in and getting those for me. I love them. They're going to come in handy for my new videos, my new episodes coming up in season 4. I might even feature them in my season finale. Who knows? But I also want to thank you guys for just a lot of fun over the years. You guys made working at Vinny's a joy. And one of those things where it's like you didn't, you know, loathe going into work. I actually got up a lot of times knowing like, all right, my boy Andrew's going to be working tonight. You know, my boy Sean's going to be working all day. All right, it's going to be me and Andrew working all day. You know, I know it's just me and Lorraine on a Friday, but it, you know, if we can get this together, we can do this. And I look forward to working with those people, you know, every day, every shift. And it's going to be, it's going to be sad. It's going to be sad without them. But I also want to thank you, Andrew, for being an idiot, screwing up that last day, getting me out of work. I was able to hit target and just really, really enjoy this weekend. Because, like I said, now we are in crunch time, and we got to get this place cleaned out. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I want to thank you so much for hanging out for what will be one last time here in Rob's Arcade for the Monday show this season. Hopefully the Monday show will be returning in season 4. I don't know. It might switch up a little bit. It's R4 telling me we got to wrap this up right now. The format might change up a little bit in season 4, but I want us to continue to do something like this where I just kind of hang out with you guys and rap a little bit. Please go ahead and like, share, comment down below. Like I said, today's topic is under pressure. And as always, this isn't goodbye. It's just to be continued. And until next time, guys, remember, don't spend that quarter. Excuse me. Let's do that again. Alright guys, remember this isn't goodbye, it's simply to be continued. And remember, until next time, don't spend that quarter anywhere else. Later guys.